In this video, I'm going to talk about astragalus root and how good it is for building up the immune system or the immune response of our bodies. As you can see on this picture, astragalus root, you can find it in capsules, in powdered form. You could also find it in tincture forms. The extracts are put into these tinctures or these bottles, and certain places have very good quality or very good versions. Now, why would you want to get astragalus root or astragalus in general? Well, as you see on this picture here that I found on the web and can attest to, you have things like hay fever. It shows a significant improvement in symptoms, especially a blocked nose over 6 weeks. Lungs, traditionally for shortness of breath and wheezing. It's helped asthma and COPD or COPD patients in studies. The heart function helps with that as well. You can see it helps with the symptoms, and the heart function may help even after a heart attack and surgery. The kidney function as well, kidney disease, and protects the kidney from damage. For gut health, it acts as a prebiotic and improves the gut microbiota, the gut health, the overall health. The balance of having good bacteria and not having overpopulated or strong numbers or a strong presence of bad bacteria, which is a dysbiosis within the gut. So it helps with that. You also have the immune system or the immune response, so to speak. It boosts it. It boosts the function, or it builds it. I like to say it builds it, and it helps prevent infection and supports even autoimmune diseases. Despite what we hear all the time about, if you have an autoimmune disease and you can't strengthen your immune system because symptoms will flare up. This is the fact. The matter of the fact is that many people have symptoms because their bodies are smart. If your body is yelling out a symptom or a signal, it is because something is happening within. And so we must find the root cause of that. So boosting our immune systems are not bad, but in the medical field, we have doctors that say, well, we don't recommend this because then, your own immune response or immune system can attack itself. And it's true, it can, but it's not about not strengthening our immune response. It's about finding what is causing the body to attack itself. So, yeah, got a little sidetracked there, but it's okay. Now we also have the exhaustion and fatigue. Traditionally for fatigue and low energy, it improves chronic fatigue and fatigue after stroke in studies. Chronic fatigue is, there's many, it's a plethora, layers of things that can cause chronic fatigue. And we can discuss that in a different video. But pretty much your body, it deals with stressors in life. It's not just physical stress. Dr. John Bergman says it best. He says you have 3 types of stressors. You have physical, you have chemical, and you have emotional. And these stressors make us fatigued, exhaust us of life. It impairs our system, our body, with its systems that work together like a Swiss watch to break down. So astragalus, it's really a good boost. It says here, chemotherapy support may reduce chemotherapy side effects. It improves the immune system function once again, symptoms, and possibly extend life of cancer patients. Diabetes can improve blood sugar control. Like most herbs will help to regulate that. Blood sugar control, like ginkgo biloba, Gymnema. Those are some really good ones. Gymnema is actually called the sugar destroyer because it doesn't let your body absorb the sugar within the body. It just takes it. You can eat it, but it just takes it and whoop, dumps it out as waste. And then diabetes, yeah, it says can improve blood sugar control in type 2 diabetics and gestational diabetes, which usually deals with pregnancy, and helps, pregnant cause or pregnancy cause diabetes. And it helps reduce diabetic complications. And these are, the symptoms again of not just the symptoms, but sometimes even the results that happen. Like, you have the peripheral neuropathy, Alzheimer's. A lot of people don't know that that's like a form of diabetes. But the myelin sheath around the brain is being pretty much evaporated, and then, it's not doing any good because you're not getting protected. Your neurons, your nerves there that are firing around, they're not getting protected, and therefore they're wearing out, just like they would, slightly different, but just like they would in, your toes and your fingers. But peripheral, it's more with feeling. You feel numb, the tingling, the numbness, the hot feet, all this stuff. And then down here it tells you how to take it. It gives you a dosage and whatnot. But I'll tell you this from personal experience: Astragalus, even if you get a super concentrated amount, these herbs are wonderful. They're on this earth for a reason, and we're on this earth for a reason. These things help us as we live here as living organisms on this earth, and I praise God for herbs like this. There are some side effects, however, they say it could be the only side effect I see here is rarely diarrhea and maybe upset stomach or digestive area, but normally it's not that. It's even a joke. It says it's very safe as a side effect. Compare that to a lot of other drugs, that your doctor may try to give you, or these medications that suppress the immune system rather than, quote unquote, boost it or build up your immune response. Yeah. And then here it tells you, so don't take it if you're allergic to that, which allergies can be fixed. It's usually a problem normally within your GI tract, mainly, where you absorb this stuff, or if it gets into your blood and you have that. But normally a lot of times people, they say, well, I'm allergic to this, I'm allergic to that. And if you think about it, where do all these allergies come from? Were they always around? I don't think so. It's only till the modernization of food and practices of growing the food and where it's come from, how it's been treated, that's affected people, and then therefore they are allergic to things. So that you'd first fix the allergies. You don't want to be hitting your body with that if that's going to be a problem. Always consult with your doctor, even with herbals as well, to see what they can interact with or cannot interact with, so and you're on the safe side. And this is another one too. If you're on any anti-rejection medication after organ transplant. And, normally what happens is when you get a transplant of an organ, because it's not yours, the body may, or they put you on this medication so that your body doesn't reject and try to harm the tissue that's helping you and supporting you, to live. So they do this, they say that. So yeah, always consult your doctor, when it comes to anything. If you feel like you don't have a good doctor and you feel like they're not doing anything, take my advice or my suggestion, find a new one. All right. Yeah. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of Astragalus. And I'll see you next time. This is Coach Helmet signing out.